better health for everybody, every day. Transforming lives, 3 minutes at a time. Listen up. This is your daily health tip from The Good Company.
Hey everybody, welcome back to today's health tip. It's Melissa from The Good Company. I hope this finds you well. I've been wanting to record this podcast topic for a little bit of time. The idea of how to find the right doctor for you, right? I used to say how to find a good doctor, but it's really about finding the right doctor. And I think in order to do that, you need to do a little of your own soul searching and think about what you are actually interested in. Some people are interested in a Western pharmaceutical drug that will mask their true nature of what's causing their problems and just take away their symptoms. And some people are looking for someone more holistic. Some people are looking for a doctor, while others might turn to something like Chinese medicine or acupuncture or chiropractic even. So I think the first step in finding your right, even practitioner, I'll call it, is to see what resonates with you. What feels like it might be the right choice for you? And we can use the example of migraine headaches, right? Someone might be interested in the latest, greatest medication that will take their headache away. Someone might be interested in how their posture or how their bones in their neck and their head are maybe affecting their headaches and seek chiropractic. Someone else might think that for them it's hormonal because they notice that it's a monthly issue and they might seek a functional medicine specialist, a doctor who can prescribe bioidentical hormones, right? All kinds of ways to treat all kinds of symptoms. So the first step is to get grounded with yourself and understand what you are looking for from your practitioner. And the second step would be to ask your friends. So if you know a friend of yours used to have migraines and dealt with it, whatever way makes sense for you, whatever you feel resonating with you, you might say, could I have the number for your insert here, chiropractor, acupuncturist, doctor? And you might start that way. So once you locate the right practitioner, that's just half the battle, right? So you think that this person might be able to help you. And the next step is really to have a conversation with the doctor's practice, the practice manager, if not the doctor or practitioner themselves, to understand. You might say, look, I have had migraines. I noticed that I'm having them monthly, right around my period, or for guys, right, we follow cycles too, guys. Don't think that because you don't have a period, your body is not on a rhythm. And you might notice the third week of the month or around the full moon, you have headaches, something like that. That's why it's important to keep a health journal, but that I've talked about in the past. You can go back and listen to past episodes. So anyway, you might talk to your doctor and ask, or the practice, how much of this practice is migraines? Does this doctor specialize in migraines? Does this doctor suggest alternative treatments like massage, chiropractic, acupuncture, or does this doctor just prescribe Western drugs? Asking that question would get to the answer for you. If you were seeking a Western doctor that was going to prescribe, that might be your doctor. And if the answer is yes, that's what we do here, that might not be your doctor, right? So we ask qualifying questions. And then make an initial appointment, right? If it's a practice that takes insurance and you have insurance, or if you have the money, if it doesn't take insurance, and a lot of practices will work with you on a sliding scale if you don't have insurance, you might make a first appointment and consider it an interview. Just because somebody has a medical license or an acupuncture degree or a chiropractic degree doesn't make them your healthcare provider. You are your healthcare provider, right? They are there to help you along the way. To give you options and choices and different ways to look at things with their own expertise. As a practitioner, right, we only know, what we've been trained in. But as a patient, we know we live in this body and we know what it feels like and what doesn't feel right and what does feel right. So those are my tips on finding a good doctor, right? The first step is to ask your healthy friends that have either gotten through what you're going through or you think are healthy and living their best lives. Who do they see? That's your first question. The second is to call the practice and ask your qualifying questions about the practice. And is it aligned with how you think about your wellness? And the third would be to make the initial appointment and consider it an interview. Remember that you're not obligated to go beyond that first appointment. If something doesn't feel right, you can move on to the next person on your list. But those are the tips for finding the right practitioner.